Have you set yourself up for success or set yourself up for failure? Are you realizing your goals or are you simply writing them and hoping for the best, but really aren't seeing the success that you'd like to achieve? Let's talk about that. Hi, I'm Lorna Rasmussen, and I'm back here in my Costa Rican office. And in fact, that's my luggage back there. I haven't unpacked it yet, but I was so anxious to get some of these videos done before the week was out. It's beautiful here. You can see the sun shining, the papayas are growing, the flowers are gorgeous. But it's the most wonderful part of it is that I'm back in my environment and I'm ready to work. And one of the things I'm working on is information for you to help you take what I taught you about goal setting and about setting a plan of action and really making it happen for you. You know, for a lot of us, we put all the pieces together and it still doesn't happen. And I saw that a lot on this tour I was on. I talked to a lot of people who seemed to be doing all the right activities, but they weren't getting the results that they were looking for. So I want to start by talking about mindset. Mindset is simply the way that your mind is working, the state you are in. I think that's a Tony Robbins phrase, the state, and how you approach what you're doing so that you are approaching it in such a way that you, with your mind, that really activates the activity that you need to do and that you go on this path with absolute, utter conviction that you're going to be successful. You know, when I'm on the road, I sell my book. It's called The Absolute Best Way for Women to Make Money. I always sign this book. If you didn't get a copy of it, I'm going to be putting it up on my website. If you didn't get, or if you see this book, you always see when I sign it with the word believe. And that's because I think that the word believe is the cornerstone of success. In other words, if you do not believe that you're going to be successful, chances are pretty good that you won't be. So let's talk about that word and mindset by giving you a couple of little things that you can do right now to change what's happening in your life. The first thing I want you to do is I want you to make a list and just do it consistently. Write it down every morning or every evening, what you accomplished in that day, what things were successful, and what things you might put in the failure column, although we can talk about more about that in the next session. Basically, what you're doing is you are measuring your successes. Here's the problem. Most of us are so focused on the things that didn't go right that we miss the things that did go right. And so we end up at the end of the day feeling like complete and utter failures when in fact we've had a very successful day. The other thing you can do to take those failures and turn them into successes is to make them learning experiences. So as you write these things down, maybe somebody said no to you when you were prospecting them for your business. You write down, John said no. Now what you do is you write down what you learned from John saying no. You know, so often we just feel the failure, feel the disappointment, and then chalk it up to we're not doing well. What I want you to do is turn every failure, every bump in the road into a learning experience. So now you have a list of your successes and you have a list of your learning experiences. As you do that, one of the things you're going to start seeing if you do it on put it in a journal so that as you go back and you go, right, I had a success there and I had a success there and I learned this and I learned that. That begins to build your confidence. Yeah, I really am doing well. And then measuring those against your goals. One of the things I tell people is take that goal sheet that you've written on and put it in a book. Keep a running log of your goal sheets, because again, those are expressions of goals you set and goals you achieved or lessons that you learned. So I hope that's been helpful. We're going to, as I said, go on and learn more about these kinds of things in the coming weeks. Have a wonderful day and a wonderful week, and let's be successful.